All right, welcome to Tarot Nights, all you night readers. It is good to see you all here. Yeah, it's nice to have you here. Thank you so much for being here for a Saturday night version of Tarot Nights. Let's see what's going on. Let's see who we have and see what's happening, and let's get you guys in. So here we go. Hello to you all. Hello, my dear friends. Lisa, Yvonne, Sailor Moon, Selena, Heavenly Moonlight, Beautiful Aries, Sarah, Jane, Brianna. Hello to everyone. It's good to have you all here. So, Lisa, what's going on? Can you have a future reading, please? You certainly can. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow night is Kipper Sunday, so keep those questions in mind, right? Those very specific questions like we do for Lenormand night. Yeah, you want to have those kind of questions again for tomorrow for your Kipper readings. Don't forget, Kipper readings do take a little bit longer, so it is a good night to be here. And probably get here early, right? Get here early so we can take a look at your questions. All right. What do we got for you, Lise? Future reading. Just a future reading in general, right? All right. So, good to have you all here. Hey, Lori, but not that Lori. It's good to have you. Okay, so can you have a future read? Of course you can. I think you are feeling very excited. I think you have a lot of things going on, right? You are probably very energetic now because it's getting so close to Christmas. We're less than a week away. We are 6 days away. Right? Next Friday is Christmas already. Here we are on Saturday. So we are in the home stretch for Christmas. And I think, of course, again, you are the planner and organizer with the Queen of Pentacles. You're that planner, the organizer, the generous, nurturing one who tries to take care of everybody that she can. And of course, that's you. Although I would also say that's probably Yvonne as well. So, because you guys are kind of interchangeable, right? Because the two of you are so close. You're so similar and so almost exactly do the same things. However, right? You're like twins with just a few years in between. I know. It's okay. 9 of Cups tells me you feel like you've got enough of everything. You are happy. You are at peace with things going on right now in your own family, but it would be nice if you could take some time out for yourself, right? What is it, Yvonne? The 4 R's of the 4 of Swords, right? There you go. Tell your sister. Rest, relax, renew, and then feel relief. And if you do that, then you are going to achieve everything you want. You're going to complete everything you want to complete for Christmas. I think it's going to be a wonderful time for you. And I think that is what is really coming up for your future read. Right, Lise? So there you go. Hey, I posted a great picture on Facebook today, just this evening, of Santa Claus. Santa Claus came around, on a fire truck. He drove right on by, and he yelled out as he went past, "Are you a good tarot reader or a bad one?" I didn't answer him. I couldn't answer, All right. So, Yvonne, a family reading, please. Whoa, cards are flying. Don't pay no attention to that card in the corner. You know what happens? I usually flick one card out. I'll put it back in. I'll shuffle it into the deck. And then next thing you know, it comes up in the reading. which is so weird how that happened. So you know what card that was, right? That was the devil card that went flying up there. See if it comes out in the reading, because I've shuffled. You hear me shuffling, and I'm picking randomly. But if the devil card comes up, see, then that's really bizarre, isn't it? That's magic, isn't it? I'll say. I almost hope it doesn't, because I hate that card. I really do not like the devil. Oh, Yvonne, it's your turn to get the Empress. It must know whoever I read second of the two of you gets the Empress. Usually I read Yvonne first, and then Lisa second. She gets the Empress. Tonight, I read Lisa first. I read Yvonne second. She gets the Empress. I don't know. It's craziness. But I think you're successful, right, Yvonne? Of course you are. You're successful. You're a very successful person in life. I think you're in control of the things that you can be in control of. Yeah, you got the Empress last night too. That's true. I don't know. I know the focus is not switching to you having children right now, so that's definitely not on the short list of things, eh? Yeah. But yeah, I'm thinking that's you, right? You're successful. You are in control of your life. You're in control of your family. You provide for them the very best that you can. And again, you are nurturing. You are protective. You're the mother, right? Of your two children. So you are very motherly and mother-like, right? Well, of course you're mother-like. You're their mother. Duh. But those are all things that the Empress really can stand for. It's not just being pregnant. I did explain this to Lisa at one point. It's not just about being pregnant all the time. It can have many other meanings. And of course, like I said, some of those are protective and nurturing and motherly. Other things you would think about when you think about a really good mom. The King of Cups says that you are trying to be in touch with your emotions. You are trying to be sympathetic for someone, and you try to be generous to that person by offering, extending your hand out there and extending an olive branch for peace. But you're a bit indecisive if this is still the way to go, because they just are controlling and judgmental, and they're very smart. Not smart like, haha, not smart like I know the theory of relativity smart, but smart like, haha, I know more than you do. Smart, right? Smart Alec. They're not very disciplined. And I think that person is really making you indecisive on which way to go towards them. But I think it's going to take a long time for that to go away. I really do think it's going to take a long time for you to really, 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 I just think it's going to take a long time for you to really think about and get this person out of your mind right now, right? Because that indecisiveness is coming into play. You hope none of your sisters. You hope none of your sisters get pregnant now. They are not in good places. Lisa makes a great mother to her son, though. Yes, she does. You would love her to make you an aunt again. Oh, at this point, Lisa's had the Empress so many times. Not only is she going to have a full football team, but she will have coaches and substitutes. Poor Lisa. She's getting hammered with that silly Empress card. How you doing, Sailor Moon? What's going on? Can you know where to look for funds for your craft projects? Sure you can. Of course, of course. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. we have got so far 4 cards are all majors and not the 5th. So the 5th one, the first card here tells me that you are really looking at ideas, right? You're looking back, you're trying to figure out, okay, how did I get to the point I'm at now? How did I get all of the money for the crafting things I need at this point? And you just need to figure that part of it out, right? You want to figure that out. You want to know, it's just going to take time. It's going to take some memory, right? Of how did you get to where you are? Think about things. You're going to have to figure out, to get money, right? You have to save. Usually that would be the 4 of Pentacles, but that didn't show up. But I'm going to say the Hermit is sometimes about sacrifice and the things you have to sacrifice. And that's kind of where I think this is going. I think this is really turning into a reading about that, where you're going to have to figure out, where can you cut corners? Where can you cut things off so that you can save money for your craft projects? I think you're going to have some understanding when it comes to that. It's going to take some patience, right? You've got need of patience here, and you've got need of patience here, because things don't move quickly with Temperance. Temperance says, do things in moderation. You can move forward. Things will move forward for you. But again, you have to do them in moderation. You have to have patience. There's always hope, though, right? The star always says there's always hope. If you have faith, you will be inspired by your intuition. Your intuition will inspire you to come up with new creative ways to save money and fund your craft projects. And that's what I get for you, Sailor Moon. Thank you. All right, Selena, what is going on? Let's see. Mr. Ed, you knew it, Yvonne. I have to say I am impressed. You knew Mr. Ed. Hey, Bartman, what's on? What's up? That's good to see you. My friend Jessica just went. How are you? Yes, you are very welcome, Sailor Moon. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad when you're here too. We like having you here. I'm doing well. So, what else we got? Okay, good. So, Selena, what's happening? Your friend's dad said, believe today has truly had enough of her, especially after finding out what she did yesterday. Your friend told you that he's planning on really kicking her out today. So your question is, what is going to happen? Will he kick her out, or will she take her kids? Oh boy. Whoops. Let's get those out of there. I saw so many questions about Christmas and what's going to happen for Christmas, and are you going to be spending Christmas with family and friends or loved ones and all that? I'll be spending Christmas here at the house at the Night Reader Hacienda. Homestead Night Reader. Or maybe we could call it the Night Reader Ranch. Ooh, that sounds exciting. Night Reader Ranch. That's what I'm going to call this place. That's it. My grandmother will not mind that I've named the house the Night Reader Ranch. Other members of my family who are still alive, they may mind. I don't. All right. So will he kick her out? Will she take her kids? What the heck is going to happen? What did she do last night, Selena? Oh, now I really want to know. What did she do last night? Jessica, you're doing well. You're working on a diamond painting for a friend and just listening. Yeah, everybody is good. Thank you. What did she do last night? I think, I think the dad is he threatening? Of course he is. Why is he threatening? Because he thinks that's what he needs to do. He feels like that's what he should do, right? That's like a management decision he's making. He's not making a logical decision. He's not making a family decision. He's treating this like the house or his family is a business and there are his employees, and this is a business decision. This is a management type thing. Should we fire her from the house, right? Or should we let her stay on with her other employees, the kids? I don't know. The Nine of Cups tells me that no matter how much he's had, where it's to the point where he's had just about enough of her and the things she's doing, he's still happy with her. He really is. And that's the problem. I really think that's the problem. It's going to be tough. It is going to be tough, but I think, justice is going to prevail. Oh, good night, Yvonne. See you tomorrow. Justice will prevail like it always does, but it just doesn't seem like the real justice, does it? It doesn't feel like justice. It feels like things are just not balanced anymore. And I don't know, again, I think he's just looking at things the wrong way. Yeah. He's looking at things the wrong way, and he knows that if he kicks her out, that's going to be it. She is going to completely become independent and sever herself from the rest of the family. She's already known unhappiness. She's already known sadness. So she's not really concerned about that part of it because she knows it. She's felt that already. So now she's going to continue. And if it happens, well, that happens. I don't think it really bothers her. I don't think he's going to kick her out, though. I just don't see it. I don't see where he's going to do it. Yeah, he's concerned for the kids. I can understand that he's definitely concerned for them. And she had a fight with the sisters had a fight and felt like no one at home wants her, and she was disrespectful to her mother and her sister. Eesh. Oh, Heavenly Moonlight, how are you? Good to have you. So you just want to know if you will get to spend Christmas with all of your family this year at your grandparents' house. I'll be spending it at my grandparents' house, even though it's my house now. All right, so. Alrighty, what do we got? What do we have here? Will you get to spend Christmas with all your family at your grandparents' house? I certainly hope so for you. All right, so I think that you feel right now that things are not going to be that way. You're afraid that you are going to have to do things, that things are going to be separate from everyone. Everybody's going to be separate or separated. And, well, I'm not sure that that's the case. I just feel like, you don't want to be left out in the cold when everybody else might be having fun at your grandparents' house, and you feel like you and, maybe people right around you are, stuck at home and stuck out and not able to do things. But sure enough, I think you are excited about Christmas. I think, you will have the opportunity to really move in a good direction. You'll move forward in a good way towards Christmas with the family. I think it's going to, I think you're going to have to understand that things are going to be a little different. You're going to have some patience with everyone. You're going to have to empathize, right? You're going to have to feel the pain of everyone there, because it's tough with the coronavirus thing going on, because everybody's afraid of getting together and getting in too big of a group. But don't forget, don't just rush into it. If you get told that it's going to happen or not going to happen, don't rush into some kind of judgment without thinking about it first. Make sure you have a plan, right, before you rush into something. Because if you just rush in with no plan, what do I always tell you is, right, it does bad things. It ends up destroying things. It ruins families and friends and everything else. And so don't do that. I have to think that, yes, you will end up spending Christmas with all your family this year, mostly because the Knight of Wands and the High Priestess is kind of prepping you for it, right? It's getting your hopes up. It's getting that excitement going. And it's telling you, okay, but you got to be understanding of the way things are going to be when you get there. And you got to have a little patience. But don't feel like this. I think you'll be all right. Okay? I do. And that's what I got for you, Heavenly Moonlight. Thank you. Beautiful Aries. From one beautiful Aries to another. How are you? Will you get to see your boyfriend this week or for Christmas? Will you get to see your boyfriend this week or for Christmas? All right. Will you get to see him this week or for Christmas? Again, I think you're going to feel like you have to really sacrifice something. You're going to have to think about this. You are, you feel right now like you're going to be isolated on your own. But I think, again, you can move forward. It's just a bit of a ways to go. You can move forward in moderation. It's going to take a little while, right? So it's probably not going to be right away, but by Christmas, if you have patience, if you have the patience, if you work hard at it, if you really dedicate the time this week to figuring out a way for him to get to see you, then I think it'll happen, right? You just have to put the time in. You just have to do the work, because relationships are work. Isn't that the truth? Take some time out this week for you. If he's not here yet, if he's not unable to get there early in the week, and here we are 6 days from Christmas, do something for you, right? Take some time out for yourself. Get your nails done. Get your hair cut. Get your hair colored. Who knows? Whatever you want to do. Do it yourself even. That's always fun, right? I don't know. I have no hair, so... or fingernails. I have no nails or hair. It doesn't make any difference. I could paint my head different colors. But I think by Christmas time, you've really kind of become defensive because things may not have happened yet. And sure enough, this defensiveness is going to roll into your Christmas. And I don't think you want it to, because when he does show up, and I'm quite sure that you will see him for Christmas, you don't want to have any walls up. You want to make sure that those walls are completely down and that you are, sensitive to what he's gone through to get there for you. And that's what I think, beautiful Aries. That's what I'm getting for you. Okay? Yeah, that's what I got for you. Hello, Sarah. How are you? Always nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Yeah. So, hello. Will you be spending Christmas alone or with family? It's a very sad question. This question made me a bit emotional when I read it. Heavenly Moonlight, yours made me emotional too, but I think you still have family that you'll be with. If you don't all go get together at your grandparents' house, I think you've got at least your close family, right? To get together. Yeah. Things are very different, and it is very sad. It's sad, and these questions like this make me very emotional. You guys know me. I'm an emotional guy, and I don't hold back when it comes to that. Everybody knows that I'm emotional. Everybody knows that I am very in touch with my feelings. All right, so Sarah, here's what I get for you. I think you have a close relationship with someone that you are really connected to, right? In a love connection. You've got the lovers right there. And I think you are excited about moving forward. You're excited about each day, and you're ready to go, right? You are ready to move in whatever direction necessary. You are ready for an adventure. And I think this is going to lead up to Christmas. Christmas is going to take some work for you, but I think you're going to really, again, you are determined. You're determined to find a way to spend time with your family. And I think you'll push yourself until you'll figure out exactly where it is that you're going. And then I think you'll have some choices. I do think that people are going to, there's going to be options for you, where to go and who to go with and who to hang out with, family and friends and stuff. I definitely think that once they realize that you are going to be alone on Christmas Day, that people will be coming to you and making sure that you're taken care of and making sure that you are not all by yourself. And again, by the end of the day, I think this close relationship here will manifest itself, right? I think you'll see some type of manifestation there where it's, where that shows up to a point. But I do think that you'll be all right. I think you'll be okay. And I think like I said, I think once people realize that you may be alone, they will not allow such a thing to happen. Absolutely not. Definitely not. Jane, will any Aries call you, message you during December or not? Well, he's running out of time. And is running out of time. I think last time we did a reading, I told you, I think that it's time to give up. It's time to move on. And I think that's what the cards were all about, right? Was moving on and changing. Because it did not, I did not get the impression that N was really moving in your direction, unfortunately. But let's see what we get for you tonight. I don't like to give sad news, but I do have to give truthful and honest news. So things are changing, right? Things are changing. Something is ending. And I think this is the whole idea of N is ending, and something needs to move forward. That's you, right? You're the one thing who needs to move forward. You have to move forward. If you move forward, then you'll have hope. You will feel inspired. You'll become whole again. You will heal from all of this. You need to look back and think of all of the time you have spent and all the time you have waited and waited and waited for N to come around, and he does not even contact you. N does not contact you. N is off doing his own thing and doing as many things as possible, as quickly as possible. N jumps into stuff that they probably shouldn't even do or jump into, but they do. N's doing it. So it's going to take a lot of strength. It's going to take a lot of courage from you. And it's going to take a lot of conviction for you to move on past N. But I'll tell you, here it is again right at the beginning of the reading. You're ending something. You have to end something for something good to come out of it. And sure enough, what you're going to have to end is this whole waiting on N. So my short answer is no. No, I don't think N is going to get in touch with you at all during December. N hasn't got in touch with you all summer. So I don't think it's going to happen by the end of the year either. Sarah, yeah, it sounds good. Good. I'm glad that sounds good. I think it did. It sounded pretty all right. Brianna, what's going on, Brianna? How are you? Will my boo be here with me for Christmas or New Year? Now, your boo was this not the person you were just, kind of like just talking to and stuff recently? Has there been some new information on this? 12 days, Jane? I don't know, Jane. It always seems like every time you ask a question, you want to know if that person is going to ever contact you. And I don't know. It seems like it's been a lot more than 12 days. You've been doing this question since Christmas or since summer. I know that. I don't know. I don't think N is good for you. I just don't think it. I don't feel it. I don't get that feeling. No, a new guy. Whoa, Brianna, a new guy? What happened to... This is boo number 2? All the who's down in Whoville, like boo number 2? Welcome Christmas Day. Now everybody's going to want to watch The Grinch. Anyhow. All right, boo number 2. Boo number 1 turned out to be a dud. Ugh. Duds. Keep an eye on this one too. I'm going to tell you that. That's where we start, right? Page of Swords. Page of Swords is all about being alert and thinking on your feet, making sure that you are smart about things. You think boo number 2 is the stud, not the dud, but just keep keep your eye on that, right? Always watch. Always make sure you're okay, because you're looking to plant the seeds here in the garden and see exactly what it is that grows. And well, you see what's growing. You can see here, that's what's going to happen. You're going to plant the seeds, you're going to wait a while, and things are going to grow. Things are going to get good, and things are going to move forward. However, you've got the battle of the queens here, right? Doesn't it look like the two of them just want to battle it out? This one just wants to fight, and this one's like, okay, wait, I'll give you this giant cup. I'll give you this huge cup if you just don't hit me with that big sword. But the Queen of Swords, we all know, is about cold distance, unemotional feelings, independence, and you got to watch for that, right? Because if you plant seeds and you think they're growing and things are going really well, and then all of a sudden there's distance or ghosting or anything like that, well, that would be very hurtful. So you got to keep your wits about you. Definitely. But I think you and boo number 2 could have a very nice time together. I think you could have a nice Christmas. I think you can have a very close relationship. I think you could be happy. I think this could help you heal even some more, right? It can help you heal emotionally a little bit more than you know, and that can always help. It can't be bad, right? It's never bad to heal emotionally all the time, to be constantly healing, right? Constantly moving forward with those feelings of healing. I know I made a rhyme. I feel like Dr. Seuss now. I sang the Grinch song, and well, now I'm rhyming with boo number 2. But yeah, that's what I get. I think boo number 2 has a lot of magnetism, and he really will draw you in. So just keep your wits about you. Keep your head on straight. Think on your feet and be alert. And that's what is going to happen. But yes, yes, boo number 2 is going to be there for those holidays. At least one, if not both. Because again, you're planting the seeds and things are going to grow. And as they grow, of course, that's going to be that relationship. And as the relationship gets bigger and bigger, well, boo number 2 is going to want to really spend time with you, right? Of course. Absolutely. Why not? So that's what I get for you. Yeah, absolutely still positive, Brianna. Absolutely a positive reading overall. It's just some warnings, right? There's just a few things to warn you to make sure that you don't get hurt. And I think that's all it is. But I don't think it's anything you don't already know. You're a bright person. You're a bright woman. You know these things. I don't have to really tell you too much about it, but but the cards did. So Jessica just went. Jessica, tell me something. I know you're listening, and you're just listening, and you're working on something very hard. What exactly is a diamond painting? If you would be willing to tell, I would love to hear. I'd love to know what that is. Meanwhile, I will do a reading for Lynn. Hey, Lynn, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope so. Hey, Denise Armenta, how are you? It's good to have you here. Thanks for being here. Okay, so Lynn, can I tell you C's feelings for you? What are C's feelings for you? Good. I'm glad you're doing well. Oh, it's a painting made with multicolored gems. That sounds amazing, Jessica. I'll send you my address, and I don't know how you'll get it here by Christmas, but it's okay. Your friend won't mind if hers is late or his is late, whichever. A diamond painting. That sounds very nice. I'd hang it right here in the studio. All right. So what are C's feelings for you, Lynn? You're very welcome for taking your question. I'm glad I could. I think C is torn between a couple of things, right? I think there's two paths, and you can see them right there, right? You see the swords. There's two very clear paths that C has to decide between, right? C has to decide whether he needs to go the route of deception or if he needs to go the route of serious traditional rules and dating and things like that. That's a tough choice, right? Do you go with a little deception and make yourself sound really good, or do you just go traditional and tell everything honest and truthful, and if it works for you, great, and if that's not the person you're looking for, then they lose out, right? So does he, so he has the opportunity, of course, to kind of lie to you, right? I'd say kind of a lie. I think it's more, so I'm not going to say that C is a liar. Number one, I am not going to say that because that's not true. And I don't think C is going to really deceive you in a bad way at all. I just think there is the opportunity for C to embellish the truth a little bit, right? Oh yeah, I make, $100,000 a year. When in all reality, maybe C only makes $80,000 a year. Or, I do this job and these are all my responsibilities at my job. Well, maybe only half of those responsibilities are really C's. Embellishing things to make them look better, that's what this choice is. I don't see where it's actually coming out and lying to you and being deceiving and, heavy duty stuff like that. Definitely don't see that. I don't see betrayal or any of that kind of stuff. But then you have the Hierophant, right? The Hierophant says, take the high road. You've got the exact opposites here, right? The devil is as well. It's the devil. It is all about the devil. The Hierophant is all about religious and knowledge. And like I said, traditions and traditional ways of the way that people are brought up. And, being serious about that. So, C is going to have to choose between those two things. C is somebody who really is I think C is a dependable person. I think they always have a message for you. And I think they're very interested in learning more about you. But I really think they want to get across the idea that they are a really good catch and they're going to be hard to get rid of. That's the feeling I get. I think you will get the idea after a little while, right? I don't even think it's going to take you a long time because you're a smart person. I think everybody in here is always smart. So, I think that it won't take you very long to come up with a very clear idea of what the truth is about C and about C's feelings. I would be willing to say C likes you if he's willing to, kind of embellish things to make himself sound better so you'll really like him in return. Or them, I shouldn't say him, but to really like them in return, because, if you didn't care, well, then C wouldn't embellish the truth at all. But the better way to go, of course, is honesty. Honesty is always the best policy, and that is definitely the way to go. So that's what I get for you, Lynn. Yeah, he loves to brag. That's what. See, that's what you're telling me. He loves to brag, and that's kind of what I'm telling you. You will get a very clear idea of C's real intentions. Jessica, just send you my address and with a theme of my choice, and you'll take care of the rest. All right. I will consider that for sure. I'll absolutely consider that. Denise Armenta, what a very interesting picture. Sorry, I don't mean to chuckle, but I'm going to. I am going to chuckle. I know readings have gone by so quick, haven't they, tonight, Heavenly Moonlight? I know, very fast. Yeah, you wish he would be honest. I do too. I honestly hope, I truly hope, Lynn, that he decides to go the way of the Hierophant and not the way of the devil. But according to what you're saying and the bragging, well, maybe he is doing a little embellishing on his romance resume. I just made that up. How stupid is that, huh? All right, Denise, are you around, I hope? What a very interesting picture. Dog ears and a dog nose. Very different. It's good to have you here. Thanks for being here. Readings are flying by, Heavenly Moonlight. You are correct. I don't know why. Maybe I'm talking really fast. I don't know what it is. So, what are his true feelings and intentions? Well, here we go. So the Page of Cups tells me he's a dreamer. He is someone who likes to do just that, right? Daydream. But he's also an introvert. He wants to stay home. He'd rather stay home than go out. He would rather do something nice at home together than go out and do something together. And that's okay, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Personally, I don't. I don't think he really likes change, so that's good for him. But again, like I said, I think he's a dreamer, and I think he's a romantic, and I think you feel this love connection with this person. If you don't feel a love connection, I do think you feel a very strong friendship vibe coming your way from this person, and I think that makes you feel happy. I think it makes him. I think it makes him feel happy. I think it makes him feel warm and successful in this whole thing with you, and I think that brings joy. So maybe you look back, right? Figure out, okay, things are starting to grow. Things are starting maybe to move forward, move in a good way. If I look back and I get rid of all of the bad things that have ever happened and all the bad things that have gone on in other relationships, and I only use the good stuff and I only use the things that really work, well, then things can move forward in a good way. But if you don't do this, right? If you don't assess what has happened in the past and figure out what works and what doesn't work, well, then there's always the option that this person could end up just not working out and one of you would have to walk away, right? And if you walk away with the Eight of Cups, when you walk away with the Eight of Cups, we talked about this the other night, and I gave a whole lesson on it during the show. If you walk away, you never come back, right? You're never coming back. That's the whole idea with the Eight of Cups. You move forward, right? You're moving forward and never going back. You never look back. You don't go back. You're burning those bridges, right? You're cutting off all of those emotions. You can see all the other cups have sank. And And that's what I get. So, yeah, I think you need to just figure out what's going to work the very best for the two of you, because I think he has good feelings for you. I think he has this very strong connection feeling, and I think that makes him feel very good. That should make you feel good too. All right. That's what I got for you, Denise. Yeah, it's a Snapchat filter. Her dog ears and nose are a Snapchat filter. Well, I would hope so. I didn't know. I was quite hoping that she didn't just grow those on her own. But yeah, that's what I got. So I hope that reading made sense to you, because it made sense to me. All right, where are we now? I don't think I've missed anyone at all. Lori, I see you're here, but I didn't see a question. I think I've got to everyone's questions. Oh, good. Heavenly Moonlight, you get another question? Go for it. Ani, also, if you have a question, please post it in the comments, and we will get to yours too. You'd like to know if A is still seeing J. You're welcome, Denise. You are welcome. Glad to do the reading for you. Okay, so is A, a female, still seeing J, the male? Yeah, Hani or Hani, you can have a reading. Just post it in the comments, and we will do your reading. Well, I will do your reading. I don't know where we came from. It's not like there's a whole crowd of us sitting here doing readings. This isn't the psychic hotline. All right, so let's see what we've got for you. Let's see, Heavenly Moonlight. Is A still seeing J? Is A still seeing J? That's what we want to know. Is A still seeing J? So I think there was a time where A and J really thought that they would have a future together, right? The Ace of Pentacles shows that they were, again, trying to put down roots, trying to start something, start a new purpose, something new to grow. And I think that went well. I think they were very optimistic about it. I thought they had a lot of potential. I think they had they made a good start of it and celebrated and had some fun, and it was great. And then what happens? I think somebody got really frustrated with something. I think either A or J, I'm not sure which, one of them got very frustrated and was like, you know what? It has been fun. It has been fun. But something, whatever it is that's going on, just is way too much for me. Whichever person that is. Right? They had too much, they got frustrated and bored, and that was it. And I think now A and J are still, I don't think they are not, I don't think they're together. I don't think they're still seeing each other in any way like that. I think they see each other in a different way now. Right? So before, maybe they saw each other in a relationship or a romantic way. I think now they see each other in a different way, maybe in a friends type of way. All right? And that's what I get for you. All right. Awesome. All right, Hani, or Hani, I'm not sure which, but you can tell me if you'd like, so I get it right. This will be my last free reading. So how will your education be in the coming months? Like, how will I be in education terms? Will I achieve success in that? Okay. So how's your education going to go? Will you be successful? That makes sense to you, Heavenly Moonlight? Excellent. You are very welcome. All right, so how will your education be in the coming months? So will your education go well, and will you be successful? Oh, that's a good ending right there, I'll tell you. So the Page of Swords, right, tells me that you are someone who is always thinking about new things. You are very interested in learning. You want to learn, right? You see all the light bulbs. You have good ideas. You have a lot to think about, and you make good choices because you have very good ideas. And again, you like to learn. You want to learn things at any cost, even the cost of walking barefoot across the sword. But I have to say that you also need to be more in touch with your emotions, your emotional side, right? Sometimes you are, when it comes to your education and when it comes to the actual learning part, you can be indecisive. Sometimes you need someone to counsel you, right? The King of Cups is a good counselor. So I do think that that's there for you, right? There's going to be some emotions involved in your education. There always is. But I think that's a good thing for you. And I would be willing to say that, don't feel like you're tied down. Don't feel stuck if you are not quite getting something. Again, go back to someone who can help you. Go back to someone who can counsel or tutor or mentor you, because that's going to be very important, so that you don't have this feeling of being stuck, of being tied down to a place or something you don't want to be tied down to, or a feeling you don't want to be tied down to. Because here you are, right? You're really here and you're not tied down. This is not you. This is you. This is what you want to be. This is what you see for yourself. The Emperor says, as long as you have structure and order, the authority figures at your school will help you along. They will help you feel like you're progressing the way that you should. And that'll give you some security and some stability. And of course, the Eight of Pentacles is all about hard work. If you really want to do well and you really want to be successful in your education, then what does it take? It takes hard work. It takes dedication. It takes determination. It takes you pushing yourself. And I think if you do all of that, then you can strive towards perfection, right? Nobody's perfect. Somebody told me one time, somebody called me a perfect idiot. I said, oh, no. Nobody's perfect. But yeah, I definitely think that you can strive towards perfection if you really push yourself. If you're determined, if you're dedicated. And it's going to be hard work, You can see that all back there in the background, right? Hard work. It's going to take time. It takes time. It's like a whole full moon cycle, right? But yeah, you can definitely do it. You will be able to do well, and you can achieve success. All right? I think so. I think they'll be successful. So if they're successful, I think that means your marks will be good. All right. So that's what I got for you, Hanny. Thank you. I do appreciate it. So thank you all who are still here. I do appreciate everybody for being here tonight. Thank you all. I hope you had a good evening. And don't forget, tomorrow night is Kipper Sunday. Yes, Kipper Sunday. So get those questions ready for Kipper Sunday. Get those very specific questions ready. And we will do Kipper readings. Oh, you're very welcome. And thank you for subscribing. Yes, you too. Have a great night. Jessica, thank you. And thanks to you all. So I will see you all tomorrow night for Kipper night. And everyone have a wonderful Saturday evening. Bye now.